I'm here with Derby Telegraph chief football writer Steve Nicholson after the first leg of Derby County's playoff semi-final against Brighton, Hove, Albion. Steve, the Rams come away with a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, they did, and it was a performance where we saw kind of many aspects of Derby's game, which we've seen all season. They didn't start well. First 20 minutes they couldn't really get out of their own half. They had a problem down the left-hand side defensively. Johnny Russell and Craig Forsyth had a real issue with Calderon dashing on, and the goal came down the left-hand side, which was no surprise. So that was a problem they had to iron out. They managed to do that, and then first half they got the equaliser through the penalty. Craig Forsyth a great run forward, and Chris Martin coolly slotted away the penalty. And then they got themselves in front just before half time. Chris Martin's shot smashed against the bar down this end, rebounded, went in off the back of Cusack. Has to be an own goal. A bit unlucky on him, a bit unlucky on Chris Martin really as well, but that's the rules. It was a terrific comeback by them because it showed a lot of character. Because for 20 minutes the crowd was up here, and it looked like it could be a very difficult evening. So yeah, they showed different sides to the game. But we've said it many times, especially in the Championship. You've got to be able to show two sides of your game. You've got to be able to show your attacking side, which they did, but also you've got to be able to defend, and they did that as well.
And Lee Grant showed his worth again with some important saves.
Yeah, I've said this a number of times in recent weeks, and I've written it a number of times. He wasn't Player of the Year. We had a number of contenders for Player of the Year, but make no mistake, Lee Grant has been a big player this season. Nigel Clough told me last summer, when he signed him, he felt that he could well turn out to be his most important signing. Free transfer from Burnley, and he's constantly made important saves at important times of games. Now, goalkeepers are meant to do that, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he has done that. And tonight here, he made 3 excellent saves second half. He tipped one onto the crossbar, which looked like it was going in. He stopped one from Lingard, and then he tipped over another one from Stephen Ward, which was an excellent save. So he's played his part to the full.
So Derby 90 minutes away from Wembley, the second leg.
Last clock will be leaving in 10 minutes. Last clock will be leaving in 10 minutes.
Sorry about that public service announcement. Second leg is at the Amex Stadium this Sunday. How do you see the tie as being poised?
Yeah, it's interesting. Steve McClaren has said all the right things. Of course, it's half time. It's a cliche. Of course it is. The tie's not over yet. Of course it's not. Brighton have proved this season that they can win away from home, so they remain a dangerous opponent. But Derby's record at home under Steve McClaren is excellent. You always fancy them to score a goal. So they're favourites. They were favourites before the tie started. They remain favourites. They've got an advantage, a slender advantage, but an advantage. And I go back to 2007. Derby won the first leg away at Southampton 2-1, and they lost the second leg 3-2 and went through on penalties. They've won this leg 2-1. As I say, they're in the box seat at the moment. You can never say it's over, and it isn't over, and Brighton will know that and believe that. But if Derby go about their business as they've done for most of this season, and the crowd get behind them as they can at the Amex Stadium, then, as I say, they're in a good position to get to Wembley.